Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Dan Potts with me. We've just beaten Nottingham Forest 5-0 at the Emirates Stadium. And Potts, we spoke just briefly when I said I was quite nervous before this game because of the way Arsenal's trajectory has kind of dipped recently. But this game pushed us straight back up. What a performance from the boys.
Second half performance, we annihilated them, mate. Absolutely obliterated them. And we needed to. I mean, everybody wanted to be a comfortable performance in this one, Cecil. Do you know what I mean? And I think the last few games, not just the last game, the last few games has been a little bit nervy.
Yeah.
The only positive thing about that is we haven't actually lost other than the other night. So when you look at how poor we have played in parts of those games, we've still walked away with either a point or all three. I think today there was no other team winning that game. I thought we were so controlled and composed throughout it. And although at 1-0 at half-time, a lot of people were talking to us saying, are you nervy because of what's happening? I think everybody would probably sit in the back of their mind and say, I think I'm quite comfortable, but you don't want to say it because you just know that you've seen against Southampton, we could have had opportunities to go 2 or 3-0 up and we walked away with a point. But Nottingham Forest were never really in this game, and I don't want to take anything away from how well we played, but Forest will be disappointed with their performance, I think. Smashing the ball up to, I'm not even going to try and say his name up top, and that was really their only tactic. So for me, it's nice to see Jesse Lingard coming off and not dancing at the Emirates, do you know what I'm saying? And we deserve 3 points today by far. Listen, there was a couple of really good performances in there, but at the back, we haven't kept a clean sheet until today. At home, sorry. At home.
Yeah, correct.
And I thought Ben White was ridiculously good today, man. Like, I really like what I'm seeing from this guy at right back. And, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, fair plays to you. But what I'm looking at what Ben White's doing and throughout the whole of this season, consistency has been absolutely flawless, mate, how good he's been. And every time the ball come over, I'm starting to get this confidence where it's like, it's Ben White, you're going to be fine. Yeah. And that's what I like. And that's what I've not had for years and years at the Emirates or at Arsenal. Football club is, Mustafi, Luis, Socrates. Now, there's 4 or 5 that we can say, I'm fairly comfortable with that one. I think Ben White deserves a hell of a lot of credit, man. He's been really good.
Okay, I want to go over to Tomiyasu then. You spoke about Ben White there and give him his flowers. But Tomiyasu, Tierney, we didn't see him feature till late on in the game. Cedric come on before him. Tomiyasu, I think, played really well in his position, but just a word on, that sort of dilemma there between Tierney and Tomiyasu. Will Kieran Tierney be feeling frustrated?
Yeah, I think he will be because Kieran Tierney wants to play. I'm a big fan. I've been very vocal about Kieran Tierney needing to play at left back. What I will say is when Tomiyasu plays, he doesn't play bad there. Yeah. You don't look at that and go, such a weak link. Nothing like that. For me, I think Tomiyasu has definitely got a lot more aerial ability about him than Kieran Tierney. I think he's very comfortable on the ball. He doesn't go forward as much, but you've got the kind of disciplined defence in him as well, and I like that. I think where my concern would be long-term is the future of Kieran Tierney. But it could just be, we don't know what's happening in training. It could just be, I need to nurture you back in from your fitness. Yep. It could be that you're going to get injured. I don't know. It's starting to look like that for me now. I think when it was tactical and the manager come out and said, this is tactical, you'll be fine, don't worry. I'm not sure that it was tactical now because I've seen him play 4 or 5 games in a row. So I'd rather have just been honest and say, look, at the moment, you've got to fight for your place. And Kieran Tierney's professional enough to say, fair play. You want me to get ahead of Zinchenko and Tomiyasu, that's what I've got to do. But it looks at me that it's Tomiyasu's now in favour of Kieran Tierney. So it could be one or the other. It could be that his fitness is coming back into it. He is playing Thursday night, so it's not like he wants to get rid of him or anything like that. But I did see today, Cecil, something interesting. When he's warming up Kieran Tierney, he's not quite looking the same Kieran Tierney. And that worried me. And I sit right by that. I sit on the North Bank and by the corner flag there, block 5. And I could see him warming up and it's just a sort of a clap like this warming up. And I'm thinking, are you happy, mate? And I don't want him to be happy. I don't want him to be happy going, I'm on the bench. I want everyone to want to play all the time. So I'd watch that one for now. I think when Zinchenko comes back, it'd be even more interesting.
Yes.
Is Zinchenko coming straight back in? Because if he is, then what would that mean to Tomiyasu? What does that mean to Kieran Tierney? Is Tierney now 3rd choice left back? So I think when Zinchenko comes back, that's going to be really interesting.
It will be interesting. Let me quickly just speak about a ghost, and I know it is Halloween tomorrow, who made an appearance there and had a really good game. Rhys Nelson. Happy to see him return to the fold?
Listen, I don't think there was anybody that expected it. When Marquinhos was warming up and Vieira was warming up and we saw Nelson, like, wow. As I saw them both warm up and I thought Saka looks done, he needs to come off. Who would you bring on? We're all talking about it. Probably Marquinhos. Mind you, Vieira's come on the right wing the other day. And then 24 shirt comes up. Hello, where did he come from? Didn't even see him warm up. Great performance, mate. Really good. And he's not been a player that's impressed many Arsenal fans of the last few years, to be honest. And he's gone on loan to Hoffenheim. He's gone on loan to Feyenoord. there was something about today's performance that allowed him with a little bit of confidence. And I think it was two things. One, it always helps when you get on the score sheet. But two, you're surrounded by players that aren't the Nketiahs and the Kolokongas and the Cedrics and the Holdings. So maybe he had better players around him and it allowed him to flourish a little bit more. But taking nothing away from him, it was a nuisance today. I really looked at Nelson and thought, you're a nuisance there. You're actually, they're struggling with you at the moment. Definitely. And long may it continue, man. Listen, I think he's got a year left on his contract. This really is his last chance. And he puts in performances like that, he'll have a chance at the squad, won't he? He's great.
Definitely, and I think it also helped him be in front of his home fans as well, giving him a big boost to today's performance. Let me just finish up by asking the next two games, away games, Wolves and Chelsea, or Chelsea and Wolves. How many points do you think realistically Arsenal going to take from those?
6.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, listen.
Confident like that, yeah?
Well, listen, if we can beat the Chelsea side of last season, we need to be able to beat them this season, yeah? We beat the Chelsea side last season with Nketiah, Cedric, Holding, El Neni.
It's true.
Let's go into that game thinking that they've just lost to Brighton. They got blitzed by Brighton, yeah? They're not playing too well. They've got a lot of gaps. They're in a bit of a transition, not just because of the new manager, but they've got some new players in there at the moment that are trying to settle. Wolves, they can't buy a goal at the moment, to be fair, you know. They get one goal and that's like free for them at the moment. That's how bad it's been for them. So, you know, and no Diego Costa, that's good. I didn't want to see that guy. I don't want to see that guy again, man. He's done, you know. We've had enough nightmares with him over the years. But I'm confident going into these ones. I really am. I said I'd be confident. I don't know what's going to happen post World Cup, because I don't think we can get that far yet. We definitely need more players, that's for sure, in January. But at the moment, I'm confident that we will be no lower than second in the league going into after the World Cup, so we can go back, hopefully look to add a few players in January and go from there. Last thing I want to say, man, Odegaard, I've been quite critical of Odegaard's performances the last few games. I thought he was wicked today, absolutely superb. And this is why Martin Odegaard needs to shoot more, because he can do it. I just get frustrated with him when he's trying to lay it off all the time. He's trying to be so unselfish. Sometimes it works and it's great and you need that, but for me, just shoot, man. Please shoot, because you have got the ability. And I thought he was instrumental in most of the stuff we did today. It's a shame Jesus didn't get a goal, and a lot of people worried about that. That don't worry me, to be fair. The guy's got 2 assists. He looks an absolute menace still, and goals will come. But Martin Odegaard deserves credit today, because I thought he was great. What I need to see from Martin Odegaard now is a bit of consistency, because I see one game and then he disappears for free. Then another game disappears for free. But he's technically gifted, so good. And I think that's what frustrates some of the kind of question marks with him, because he's so good. We want to be seeing that every game. Sometimes it ain't going to happen. But as a captain, as a leader, and as someone that has the ability, I need to be seeing that in most games now. So I hope it continues, man, because he's been superb.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to AFTV. Bye.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.